Hey guys, I've been doing a few live shows with Blessed with Success. I'm always going to continue to do that. I'm also going to continue to make these videos, put them on YouTube for you guys, check them out over and over and all that. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about something that a lot of us don't quite understand, and I'll do my best to not just tell you what it is, but also tell you how to get there. Okay, so basically what I'm going to talk to you about is jumping. And what that means is, with every new situation that we have in life, basically what happens is we come to it's like a cliff. And you look down and you look up, and you got two options. You take this risk and you're either going to fly or you're going to fall. And I've mentioned this so many times. You're either going to fly or you're going to fall. The problem is that most of us don't ever jump at all. Instead, we stand there on the edge and wonder and wonder and wonder. Or we back up from the edge and we don't have any type of courage to take that step, take that risk. Some of us, like I said, won't even go to the edge. So a lot of times we end up with regret in our life. And it's because we didn't jump. Now don't get me wrong. Let's say you start a business. It's either going to fail, or you're going to fall, or it's going to succeed and you're going to fly. That is what I mean by you got to jump. You have to say, all right, I am passionate enough about this, or I want to do this enough, this is my dream, whatever it is, and do it. And it's going to be one or the other. And quite frankly, 50% is a pretty good odds. It really is. When you really break it down, it's good odds. So, the whole point of this is to explain sometimes you have to just realize that there's nothing more than you could do other than jump. That's it. It's a risk. And a lot of times we create this roadblock in our mind of, well, what if, what if, what if, what if? And that's fine, except for the fact that most of the time that what if is the thoughts of negative, of failing. And there's so many speeches out there, there's so many books out there that tell you that failing is okay, and it is, as long as you fail forward, as long as you learn from that, because now you just learned another way not to do something to achieve a goal. And so what I have found is that there's been many a thing in the last few years that I've been so fearful to do, but I told myself, why not? And I jumped. And don't get me wrong, I've fallen a few times. And then I climbed back up that cliff and I jumped again. And some of the times I fell again. And it hurts. It really does. But for some of those, and then eventually for all of them, I'm going to fly. I'm not going to fall. And that, my friends, is the greatest feeling in the world. That is when you are blessed with success. So what I got to tell you, just to sum it all up, is that you have to jump. Okay? So that's the first part. Now, I told you I'm going to try my best to help you understand how to jump, how to take that risk, how to overcome that fear. Okay? So let's take, for example, let's say you want to go on a roller coaster, all right? And it's a crazy, scary one, okay? That's all fine and dandy, all right? And so you're like, all right, I'm super scared of this thing, but I'm going to do it. All right? So right now you're standing on the edge of the cliff. And you have the option to get in line or not get in line. So you decide that you're going to, quote unquote, jump. So you get in line. Now, your mind goes through a million thoughts as you hear and see other people already on the ride screaming, and you see the ride doing whatever it does. It kind of messes up your mind, but you still move forward as the line moves forward. You still take that one step and then another step and then another step, and you get closer to the edge of that cliff. Then it's your turn, and you're like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And they're like, okay, right there. And you go and you sit down. And then you're sitting there and you've got the thing over you and you're like, okay. What you don't realize is that at that point you already jumped. Now on a roller coaster, obviously, because you're safe, you fly, you don't fall. We don't want that to happen. But when there comes things like, if you're scared to go talk to that person that you're interested in, if you're hesitant, they might lose interest. Hell, you might even lose interest. But if you take that one chance, that's just that one chance, it could change your life. Okay? So, the number one thing that you have to think is, or the attitude that I have taken, I'll put it that way, the attitude that I have taken is, why not? At least I'll know at that point. And in doing that, that has allowed me to see those risks in those times that I come up to a cliff as no big deal. Knowing, well, I'm going to make it or I'm not going to make it. Either way, I'm going to get better. If I make it, great. If I don't, well, now I know what I need to do differently. Or now I know that I'll need to do something differently. So I want you to think about that. Also, in your head, minimize the fear, the obstacle. Don't make it so big. Don't keep thinking about it. You gotta just say, you know what, dang it, and just do it. If it's a new career, go get it. Or start looking into what you need to do to get it. Alright, so I'm gonna close this down. Again, you want to be blessed with success, keep following.